genuinely caught me off guard. Bro was a masochist, no lie. I had to Google what that is, and the minute I saw the definition, I was like, ooh, so you mean like a crackhead. Hey, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Genie, and welcome back to Beyond the Panel, and we are back with another banger of an episode. If you are a first-time viewer, here at BTP, we break down the humanity in anime and jarring similarities these fictional worlds share with our own. So if that sounds like something you'd be into, be sure to hit the bell and sub into the channel. Every member counts as we soldier on to the road to our first 50 subscribers. Lastly, shout out to everyone who has already subbed to the channel. Love you guys and promise to keep the videos dropping. So without wasting any more time, cue the intro.
New page, blank slate. I was built from the egg. Now I move like a blade, cutting through all the gray. Old scars, they don't own me. I was lost, now I'm holy. Got a fire in my bones, got a mile in my soul. Fresh breath, fresh brew. Still I choose what I choose. If the road wants my name.
What if the way we treat our possessions says something about how we treat ourselves and other people? A few years ago, I owned a car that I barely respected. I'd tell myself I'd wash it next weekend. I'd ignore weird noises because, it's probably nothing. I skipped maintenance when money got tight, convinced I'd deal with it later. Until later eventually became a very expensive mechanics bill. And then another one. And another one. Eventually, I had to let the car go. Looking back, I don't think I was just neglecting my car. I think I was neglecting the mindset that the things we own deserve care. Fast forward to today, and somehow, an anime about trash made me rethink all of that. And honestly, I wasn't expecting it. Now, before we get into it, I should probably mention that I haven't finished Gachiakuta yet. At the time of writing this, I'm only around episode 12 or 13, and I haven't read the manga either. So this isn't going to be a lore breakdown or a theory video. It's something much more personal. Because very few anime have made me stop halfway through the first season and think, man, this story is changing the way I look at my own life. One of my favorite ideas in Gachiakuta isn't even a fight, it's a question. When we throw something away, where does away actually go? In our everyday lives, we never think about it. Old clothes, throw them away. Broken phones, throw them away. Furniture, throw it away. Food, throw it away. Even people. Sometimes society treats people the exact same way. People get ignored, forgotten, discarded, written off because they're inconvenient. And Gachiakuta takes that idea literally. The things that the upper world doesn't want anymore don't simply disappear. They fall into another world, a world where people actually live, a world with families, communities, dreams, people trying to survive. Suddenly, throwing something away doesn't feel so simple anymore, because every action has consequences. What's crazy is that this is a reality that we have battled for years. There are villages, small towns, and rural areas that suffer from the same fate. And no lie, this show made me reflect on that a bit. Every object has a story. Every piece of trash used to belong somewhere. And maybe that's true for people too. How many people has society labeled as garbage simply because they were born in the wrong place? The anime asks that question without preaching. It just lets the world speak for itself. One of the coolest details in this anime is the name of the weapons. They aren't called weapons, they're called vital instruments. Think about that name for a second. Not cursed objects, not ninja tools, vital instruments, something essential to life. That one choice of words tells you everything about the culture of the cleaners. They don't simply use these objects, they respect them, maintain them, protect them, because they understand that these aren't just possessions, they're extensions of who they are. And honestly, that made me reflect on my own life. I'm a content creator. This laptop I'm writing on, the monitor I edit videos on, my microphone, my camera, my hard drives. These aren't just expensive gadgets. They're the reason I get to chase my dreams. So why wouldn't I take care of them? Why wouldn't I clean them? Why wouldn't I appreciate them? One sentence kept popping into my head while watching this show. Maybe gratitude starts with maintenance. Sometimes the greatest act of appreciation isn't saying thank you. It's simply looking after the things and people that make your life possible. Maybe we appreciate too little. People often joke about someone being attached to their possessions. Sometimes we call them hoarders. And yes, there are unhealthy extremes. But Gachiakuta isn't celebrating mindless attachment. It's celebrating intentional appreciation. There's a difference. It's not about keeping everything. It's about respecting what you choose to keep. Because whether it's a cheap notebook or an expensive laptop, value isn't determined by the price tag. It's determined by what that object means to you. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Grease? Seriously, what an absolute legend. He's funny, patient, and encouraging. He never feels like he's trying to be the smartest person in the room. He simply wants Rudo to become better. And that's such an underrated quality. When Rudo thought Grease had died, man completely lost it. And honestly, I don't blame him. Because some people leave fingerprints on your soul surprisingly quickly. Not because you've known them for years, but because they make you feel valued and seen. Grease reminds me that just like the cleaners restore objects, some people restore other people. They fix confidence, hope, and purpose. Sometimes, people can be each other's vital instruments too. Then there's Jabber. He's probably one of the most unsettling characters I've met in recent anime. His relationship with pain, violence, and chaos genuinely caught me off guard. Bro is a masochist, no lie. I had to Google what that is, and the minute I saw the definition, I was like, ooh, so you mean like a crackhead. I'm kidding. But anyway, Jabber is the kind of character that makes every scene feel unpredictable because you never quite know what he'll do next. But here's what fascinated me. Even someone as twisted as Jabber still understands the importance of vital instruments. When he notices Rudo's gloves, you immediately get the feeling that those gloves mean something much bigger than we've been told. I'm excited to see where that mystery goes. But what stood out to me wasn't the mystery itself. It was the fact that even villains understand the value of certain possessions. That tells me this idea runs deeper than any one character. It's part of the DNA of this world, and I like that. When I started watching this anime, I expected cool fights, interesting powers, and some crazy world building, and I've definitely got all of that. But I wasn't expecting an anime to quietly ask me, how do you treat the things that help you live? Because maybe the way we treat our possessions reflects the way we treat ourselves. Maybe if we constantly neglect everything around us, we're also neglecting parts of ourselves. Maybe gratitude isn't just something you feel, maybe it is something you practice. Every time you clean your workspace, every time you repair something instead of replacing it, every time you take care of the things helping you become who you want to be. That's why I think the name Vital Instrument is genius. Not because the objects are magical, but because they're meaningful. And maybe that's what Gachiakuta has been trying to tell me all along. The things carrying your dreams deserve your respect. Whether that's your laptop, your camera, or even the people walking beside you. Take care of them, because one day, you might realize they were never just possessions. They were helping carry your life. And if an anime about trash can remind me of that, then maybe it isn't really an anime about trash at all. Maybe it's an anime about gratitude. And honestly, I think that's beautiful. If you've been watching Gachiakuta as well, I'd love to know what it's made you reflect on. Did it change the way you see the world, or am I just getting way too philosophical over an anime about people cleaning up trash? Let me know in the comments. Also, I plan to finish the whole anime and do a detailed review and deeper character analysis, so let me know if that is something you guys would like to see. And if you enjoyed this kind of deep dive, consider subscribing. I'd love to keep having conversations like this with you.